It's not a fishing line, and I don't need to bait it. The grapple's hooked onto something down there. The shell seems weaker, and there's something pearlescent peeking through. The shell seems weaker. Well, it's out. Shall we? There's something golden in there. It reminds me of her. The roots are too tight for me to reach in. It's falling off the end of the world. Too risky. It's not sharp enough. Someone's sobbing inside there. But I can't see anything.
Why must you shine a light on Rota? In the darkness, I can't see or be seen. That is always better.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down this well.
Oh, yes. I've watched her body break upon the roots many times. Shame on the man who cannot keep such a lovely thing.
Who are you?
Outside Rota, locked inside a cage. Husk Rota, hollow Rota, keen and clever Rota. For edges and craft are all they left of me.
All who left of you? Who put you here?
When they killed my boy inside Rota, they hollowed him out and locked me in. For a boy's life and a man's freedom, I took their blood, silver, and worldly wisdom and built this cage myself with what they gave me. You, of all people, should know that we plan our prisons with our own minds and shape our shackles with our own hands.
Who is inside Rhoda? The one they killed?
No one is inside Rota now. The boy is gone. He's been hollowed out and stuffed with money.
Do you know anything about the Dark Thing? Where it came from, how it can defeat it, anything?
I offer only this advice. Sit sobbing in the shadows, alone and empty, or else never look back and never look in. In those two ways, a haunted, hunted man can hide from such horror.
I don't want to hide. I want to destroy it.
Then I can't help you. No man can.
What is this place?
You rode a bug to where madness is rooted in myth amid the void. Do you think there's an atlas for such places? I'll tell you this. A carnival is where flesh rises. The grave is where flesh sinks. And here we hang in between.
Who are they?
They are we. Since I've grown and shrunken into one of them, we are machine men who take and make what we will. My cousin Atri has gone the farthest. A mite of a man in a metal box. You know him. You've known us all. and you'll hate us helplessly.
Did you mean 8-3?
He thinks his reckoning will be easier as a number.
If you're Rhoda, and 8-3 is Atri, then who's Alberic?
Who indeed?
Are you suggesting that I'm Alberic?
Stranger, a man who asks another, "Who am I?" will never gain himself an answer. He will only lose. For I can carve from you an Alberic, but never an Adam. You cease to be in God's image the day you cannot say, "I am who I am."
Is that a yes?
No, you fool. It's a warning.
Rhoda, did you have something to do with that mermaid? Stream maid in the mysteries of the deep? I saw your name on the plaque beneath her.
Indeed. We machine men found a nymph and made of her an imago. With all our skill, we cut and cooked and cured, leaving little of her beyond our handicraft. And when men shrink from the sight of such devastation, their dumbstruck dread pays us homage.
What is the mermaid's name?
We took that and kept it for ourselves. It has a value. It has a price. And we give nothing away for free, least of all what we have stolen.
Tell me her name.
When I am paid.
Tell me her name.
When I am paid.
How can you be proud of creating something so miserable?
We both know the thrills of self-loathing are no less than those of self-love. And is it not agreed that misery loves company?
Tell me.
When I...
Goodbye.
Yes. My boy was heaped with such silver when they took him. I have no need of any more. My boy.
Inside Rhoda, stuffed with money, huh? I wonder.
So little left of my boy. A loss for a loss will square our accounts. And so, I name her Nineveh. Yes, Nineveh. What's happening? No!
He's gone. Let's get out of here. Goodbye. Nineveh. Your name is Nineveh.
Yes! Now, show me the blade, while the pain of my name is still sharp.
As sharp as tragedy, huh? Let's see what it can cut. Thank you.
Leave me.
It's big enough to squeeze through now.
Come see the lovely Teratoma. Watch her sway her shapely legs.
They don't look very
Stare
comfortable.
in her shining eye. And touch her tender
What is
lips.
this? I can't get it to open. I don't want to damage the eye. I don't want to damage the eye. I don't want to damage the eye. I can't get it to open. I don't want to damage the eye. It gulped that meat right down. Who would...
Loathsome.
Bread, please. I don't need to tenderize.
Are you really only going to feed one of the Teratoma's mouths?
Come see the lovely Teratoma. Watch her sway her shapely legs. Stare in her shining eye.
One more should do it. Oh, look at that. Lend me your eye?
Watch her sway her shapely legs.
I don't
Stare
want
in her
anything more to do
shining
with it.
eye, and touch her tender lips.
You might want this.
Do I? We shall see, eh? It's good to see through another's eye, though the world is still as it was. Thank you for that gift.
So, how's the eye?
It serves well enough, and the world looks a bit less dark than it was before.
Goodbye.
Childhood.
Now that he can see, the old man has no excuse not to write a good G. So why don't you go and get a wing work order?
My wing.
Huh? Wing? I see you.
His last testament. An empty bird bath.
The woman, the head, the rat, the freak, the scribe. Death follows you like a shadow, doesn't it? Now that you have a knife sharp enough to cut through that knot of roots, what are you waiting for?
It's not the right way out. I could hardly cut it down. I could hardly cut it down. I could hardly cut it down. I've got no use for them. Since I brought you back to life, will you make me something?
As I did before, I will do again. Spending my meager heat and bringing my final end. But you still must bring me a work order.
Goodbye.
You have said so before. First, lay a worthy ore upon the anvil.
I need to put some... Better to leave them as a memorial. I've damaged it enough already. It's going to... One cesarean is enough for the day. I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to hurt it. It feels like real hair. Here we go again.
Did you really think you could cut through this knot that easily? All you're doing is raveling and unraveling the same sorry thread that's guided you through the maze of a miserable life. How many times do you need to be told? This ends at the top of the park.
I hope I'm doing the right thing.
For the last time, I bid you stand aside. Behold the wings, fit for one who would soar and glide. My last, best work.
It didn't work. Here we go again. I need to put them on first. I'll need a little more elevation. What the hell happened? Ah! It's too tight. I can't get my arms. It's out of reach. It's out of reach. It's out of reach.
That dark crab can't bear the light of your torch.
Shut. It's out of reach. I'm not holy enough. It's shielding its eyes. It's shielding its eyes. It's out of reach. I'm not holy enough for self-immolation. It's shielding its eyes.
That's not funny.
Really? You can't figure out how to kill the crab? Once its claw is up, throw your knife into the crab's maw. Nineveh promised you it would cut deep.
What the hell is going on?
Don't tell me you're expecting a joke. Fine. Don't worry, it's all in your... Sometimes you fall behind, sometimes you get a... Wow, you're really in over your... You know, the thing is, it's never clear till the end whether something's a comedy or a tragedy. If the Reverend Doctor only brings the good word, Juliet wakes up in Romeo's arms. And if he doesn't, never was a story of more woe.
He's the one with the mouth, unfortunately. Hey, over here. Thank God. You've got to get me out of here. We need to get back to her. We were so close. And then the dark thing did whatever it did. And ever since, I've just been stuck. Seriously, just smash the glass and help. I don't know how this happened. It feels like I've been in here a long time, but I can't remember how I got here. Was it you who put me here? No, I can't believe that. Listen, we need to reconnect. This situation, this separation, it isn't good for either of us. Mens sana and corpore sano and all that. Don't look at me. I'm stuck in a box. You need to walk around, see where we are, and figure out how to get back to where we should be. Are you all right? Just take care of yourself. Ourself. Myself. It's time for you.
How can I possibly use it without a head? Its head is too small to be of any use to me.
Is someone there? Or is it just the wind?
If.
I have no mouth, and I must talk. Hello? It seems to be ignoring me.
Again? If you're expecting me to hop on your shoulders, you'll be waiting a long time.
It's like a cross between a croquet mallet, a shillelagh, and a nightmare. I can't even shout into the void. Pretty sure 8-3 is dead. Also, pretty sure I can't talk. I couldn't even use the regular anvil myself. Hard to use it without a head. I can't talk to him, let alone reason with him. It's not operational.
Wait! Don't leave me here!
The glass is too thick. Human skulls in another kind of shooting gallery, except without any gun. I can't reach the skulls, and there's no gun to shoot them with. I don't even want to touch it, let alone climb it. It's part of the structure, or whatever this is.
Plan.
It also has a branch. It's not long enough.
Hey, careful!
Much better.
Sadly, we're stuck together, like a canker in a rose. Et in purgatorio ego. Trust me, my lot's much worse than yours. To be stuck at your stumbling pace, sharing in your shame, unable to abide or abort, to forgive or forget. Familiarity, my fool, doth breed contempt.
What are you?
A man dreaming he's a bird? Or am I a bird dreaming he's a man? Either way, I'm just a fragment of your imagination.
Don't you mean a figment of my imagination?
Partly.
What happened to this place?
Life has killed the dream you dreamed. But don't worry, everything else here is dead too. That's why they call it Deadland.
I was flying to a woman and then a crab grabbed me. And somehow, when it was all over, I wound up here. How can I get back to her?
I heard a joke once. I think the punchline is, carry on.
Can't you help me get back to her?
I can't even help you get back to you.
Deadland? Am I?
A headless man walks in a world of ghosts and he wonders, am I a dead man dreaming he's alive? Or a live man dreaming he's dead?
Goodbye.
Fare far, if that's your fate.
Is anyone there? 8-3?
Atri, that is my name.
Why have you called me?
You said your name was Atri, but in another place. I think I knew you as 8-3.
Atri died, so that 8-3 might live. So there he was, and here I am.
So you two are the same person.
How many lives, how many selves have you scattered across this place and the other one? You should know by now that every man contains a multitude, and life is a process of elimination.
So Atri was eliminated?
In time, a man's name becomes the sum of his shames. It turns poisonous. It shrinks him and sickens him until he thinks the whole world is made of poison. And then he thinks, better to come of age again, to be a number, the sum of primes, highly cototient. Yes, there's safety in numbers. And so poisonous Atri is left behind, and industrious 8-3 soldiers on.
You were one of the ones who did whatever it was you did to Nineveh, aren't you?
And you're one of the ones who blames the doctor for the sickness he couldn't stop. So here in your head, you've painted me a poisoner, and a freak, and a dwarf, and a number. So, which of us makes monsters?
What the hell do you mean, I make monsters?
I am but a walking shadow. This is your game to play. You picked the pieces, laid the board, and made the rules.
What did you mean when you said, here in my head?
You walked through your mouth to get here. Where else did you think we were?
I thought we were in Deadland.
Where could the land of the dead be, other than our memories?
In another place, you, or 8-3, made things for me. Can you do that for me here?
With what? I have nothing but my own burning shame. And even here, no work is done without an order.
Goodbye.
A funny phrase, you know. Once, it meant God be with you. Does that really seem a fitting farewell in this pit?
Are you me? Look, I can see that you're a person. For God's sake, act like it. Well, that failed. They were helpful last time.
Well, I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye.
Nothing but darkness. Can you tell me anything about this place? Okay, let's try it your way. Listen, I'm trying to get back to a woman. She has golden hair. I think she meant a lot to me. Maybe everything. Maybe the only thing. So I think she probably meant something to you, too. You know her, don't you? You want to find her, too. Don't just growl at me. Help me get back to her. All right, this is getting old. It's an ad for Balm of Gilead. There's a photo of a mysteriously beautiful woman with the caption, "Is there?" Find out. You look just like me. Two men can look the same and yet see very differently. No, really. Are you me? A stranger asks a blind man, "Who am I?" But how can he possibly expect an answer? Wait, tell me your name. Yes? I don't know. You see? See what? That you are begging the question. Well, what's your name? The dead know nothing. They have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. It's not just you. Everywhere I look here, I see us. Ego of egos. All is ego. You really don't know your name? Well, I remember the name Gershom, but whether it's mine, or yours, or both of ours, I can't quite say. What I can tell you is, a good name is better than a fine perfume. Listen, I was trying to get to a woman, and this dark thing, it became a crab, and I think I killed it, but somehow it sent me here, wherever here is. And I need to get back to her somehow. That much I know. The dead, who have already died, are happier than the living, who are still alive. But isn't death different here? You ask, but I can't possibly answer. For in the realm of the dead, there is neither knowledge nor wisdom. Even if you can't tell me about death, at least tell me how to get back to her. There is a time to search, and a time to give up. What if I'm not ready to give up? Pity anyone who falls, and has no one to help them. I don't want your pity. I want a way back to her. The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. Even a fool knows that if he wants to go back the way he came, he just needs to retrace his steps. Why are you just sitting here, letting that snake thing drip venom on you? When I could see, I saw a tree with a snake, and thought it the tree of knowledge. So I sat and hoped to learn. Now I'm blind and have nowhere else to go. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? Once, I think, there was a woman who caught the snake's venom in a bowl as it fell, and spared me some suffering. Now I wonder if she was just a dream, or whether she became the tree, or was the tree all along. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? If you could find a way to catch the venom. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? If you could find a way to catch the venom. Have you learned anything sitting here? Yes, I learned that in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. What happened to your eyes? Did you feed them to that snake thing? No, I looked the wrong way for wisdom, and the bitter poison I saw left me blind. But in time, I learned that while the wise have eyes in their heads, and the fool walks in darkness, the same fate overtakes them both. So what is the fate of blind fools and wise men? Chasing after the wind. I've got a feeling I'm going to need a work order. Peeking ahead? Or have you guessed that what has been done will be done again? Well, if a fool wants to break free of a glass house, he only needs to throw a stone. Do you have any meat? Or bread? No. The fool folds his hands together and eats his own flesh. There used to be a tree here, and an old man. What happened? The wheel is broken at the well, and days have lengthened like a shadow. What are those quotes you keep spouting? The assembled wisdom of worthless toil. Why can't you just speak for yourself? Because fools multiply words, while a man worn by wisdom knows there is nothing new under the sun. No, really, where are we? And what happened to the carnival? Do not say, why were the old days better than these? For it is not wise to ask such questions. Goodbye. Remember the days of darkness, for there will be many.
Is.
Good for the goose, good for the whatever that is. My tooth! tooth? I don't need the target practice.
My ass!
You can't fool me into writing vulgarity.
My finger!
Finger, eh? It's illegible. Let the G.
Alas,
At least the line's not dead.
How about you try throwing a stone at those skulls?
Who would have that sweet balm of Gilead? Some visitor, gently rapping, tapping, nothing more.
There's no gun, and I can't reach them from here. It's not long enough to reach them.
This head, by horror haunted, where you tremble, shamed and daunted, there is something you have wanted. One thing only, nothing more. Waiting here, within a bottle, the promise of surcease of sorrow, a vacant past, and no tomorrow. Will you take it, we implore?
Yes?
Take it, we implore.
There's a bottle labeled Balm of Gilead. It's empty.
Oh, blind stranger, thought you in this place of danger to find some friendly face or welcome manger, some escape within a drawer? Fool! There is no balm, no calm, no Aiden. Gilead is gone, and so's your maiden. So keep this pain inside your cranium and bear its burden evermore.
Two.
Might just work. Ah, well done. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? The cup runneth over, and my head is anointed. Empty it, please, and bring it back. Goodbye. It won't budge.
Wait.
Thank you. Could you put the bottle back now? I feel like a waiter. Is there anything I can do to help with the snake? The cup runneth and my empty. Are you sure you don't have any? I have none. As I said, the fool eats his own. Are you sure you? Goodbye.
Four.
Is that what you think you are? A poor martyr caught in the coils of circumstance. It should be her beneath the snake, succumbing to the drip, drip, drip of a death you cannot stop. Naive indeed. But you'd rather paint yourself a victim to blunt the pain of failure. The truth is sharper than a serpent's tooth, isn't it?
It is an order, but how can I obey with no tool or material?
It would run right off. That's not going to work. There's some kind of building where the crab was, and a bunch of mirrors. It's not operational. Hello? Is there anyone out there? Nothing. There's nothing out there. It's too far off. The webs are too thick. I can't. The webs are. I can't. It's poison. It's. I can't use this as a work order, or anything else. I'm pretty sure it's already dead.
Me.
Here goes nothing. Just missed it. Just missed it. When am I going to hit the bottom? What bottom? What the hell? You?
Yes, me. Now listen. In the world of entomology, an imago is an insect in its final mature state, typically winged. In the world of psychotherapy, however, an imago is an idealized mental image of another person, wielding great power over the psyche, power to unify the fragmented body, Lacan writes. In Latin, of course, the word means image, or echo, or phantom.
What are you talking about?
Whichever it was that you sought in the pit, the last stage of growth, the idealized person of another, or a ghost in the dark, I advise you to look up, not down in your search. You can fall to your end, but not to a proper ending.
Wait. What does it all mean?
Brother, we cicadas crawl through the dark earth for 6,000 days, just to fly for a few brief weeks of light and love. You ask me what it means. I tell you, do not waste your wings, and do not spurn the mana you are given.
It already has the poison in it. Could you... That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Can you work with that?
Oh, yes. Only black bile defies my craft. This is what's left from intellect gnawing at the roots of wisdom. From it would come something incisive,
You need only bring me a tool and give your order. It is an order, but how can I obey without a tool?
Will this do?
There is tooth, fit for one who would bite deeply.
I don't have anything to say to him.
You always come back to the knife. But has it ever helped you? Were you ever able to cut loose from misery? To strike a blow against your demons? Never. Dull, dull, dull.
It's not the right way out. It looks a little like me. Or maybe I should say it looks like a little me. A lot like a little me. There's so many of them. There's so many.
You can't figure out what to feed that cannibal over by the rides? What about giving him a snack that isn't you?
Huh. Just like the last.
Two.
I feel like a waiter.
Tail.
Here we. He definitely didn't look happy. There's a note stuck inside. The world is a masquerade. Faces, costumes, voices, all pretend. We all wish to appear as we are not. We deceive ourselves, and in the end, we do not even recognize ourselves. The sign reads, "The sleep of reason produces monsters."
Hey you! Or is it hey me?
Neither. We're all fakes. Who are you?
Just think of us as fragments. Masqueraders.
Fakes. Masqueraders? You don't even have masks.
If your friend the cicada were here, do you know what he'd say?
Mask. From the Latin, masca.
A cover for the face. A specter.
A nightmare.
And we all have nightmares here, don't we?
Onkos was the Greek word. It meant the mask worn by an actor in a tragedy.
It also meant a weight or a burden.
The mass of misery that hangs on the head of one who suffers.
And we all have burdens here, don't we?
Can you take off the mask? Set down the burden. Wake up from the nightmare.
That's what you've been doing.
Your mind is a matryoshka.
But be careful. What's underneath could be worse.
Worse? Sure, we put on masks for a reason, don't we?
Maybe under all those layers of overcoats, there's only a dead rat.
And what if there's nothing beneath? Where are we? The carnival? My head? Why not both?
A Coney Island of the mind.
Can you help me find her? The woman. I know you know who she is.
Sure thing.
Walk up the tracks. Do it yourself.
That's the whole problem.
It's not a pilgrim's progress when you hitch a ride.
But you've still got to get past us.
Get past you?
Sure thing.
Just need to look us in the face.
And say please.
Please?
Sure thing. Just tell me this. Do you remember what you called me? The man you were?
No, I don't remember.
You called me a fool. Why?
Because we had no idea how good we had it.
And how about me? The man before you? What did you call me? Do you remember?
I called you a hermit.
That's not true. You said I was a hanged man. Why?
Because we just hung there, waiting, helpless. Well, then, now it's my turn. The you who is to come. What did you say I was? Remember? I called you a hermit. You gonna tell me why? You really need to ask? Because she's gone.
Well, that's that. Maybe you'll do better at looking yourself in the face up there.
Up where?
You'll see.
Hopefully that hike won't repeat itself. I think I'd rather hit the tree again. It's out of reach. Ah! That hurt! It's out of reach. It's not like my luck can get any worse. Only 2 rocks left. Just enough for what needs to be done. Here we go again. Well, last one. Huh. For once I did something right. Not trying that again. Not trying that again. Looks like some kind of force field. Not trying that again. It's out of reach. It's out of reach. No going back. That's not going to help. Ah! That hurt! Not trying that again. Not trying. It's out of reach. I'm sick of being watched. Not bad. Well, look at that. In we go.
Please write your name to continue.
So, what do I write?
Please write your name to continue. You did not write your name.
Hey, it's blank again.
Please write your name to continue.
How would I erase it? This is a pen, not a pencil.
You did not write your name.
Just an ordinary mirror. I'm not going to punch a mirror.
Please write your name to continue. To continue.
So, what do I write? How would I erase it? This is a pen, not a... Hey, it's blank again. That's it, isn't it? Your... That's it, isn't it? Your name. Huh. Well, I wasn't planning on going back anyway.
The man who takes the right path will find his cup runs over, while he who goes the other way will, by and by, be left with nothing.
I can barely even see myself with these pieces missing.